Most Airbnb hosts never own their revenue, they just rent it from a platform. Boostly has helped over 2,000 hosts generate over $1 billion in revenue in the last 10 years. And that is money that is going straight to them and not OTA fees. And if you're still getting around 80 to 90% of your bookings through Airbnb, it's not because direct bookings doesn't work, it's because no one has showed you how. If you want a booking pipeline that fills your calendar, not someone else's, then click on the link below. I've put together all of our books and given it into a handy guide. Here's the truth. The OTAs are built for convenience, instant exposure, millions of travelers, payment handling, calendar sync, zero upfront cost. But when you switch to direct, that means you are building a website, a booking engine, payment gateway, marketing, SEO, secure payments, guest trust, and it's a lot. Most hosts don't have the time, the expertise, or the patience. That's why direct booking stats are low. By 2022, the top 5 OTA platforms handled around 65% of all the bookings, and it's up from just 12% a decade before. That means for many hosts, 80 to 90% of revenue still runs through big platforms. Take Jonathan. He was a cottage owner in Cornwall. He wasn't marketing. He was just listed on Airbnb and he waited for bookings to come in. Then he signed up with Boostly. So we put together a simple website with a booking engine that synced into his PMS. We imported all of his guest data and he got free direct bookings. And then he saw a 15% more net income than the month before. So what's holding most hosts back from 65% direct bookings? First, I notice this all the time, lack of marketing skills or time. Direct booking does require a marketing mindset, SEO, web presence, guest communication, email marketing, maybe ads. And many hosts are already juggling cleaners, check-in, messaging, and marketing just becomes a second job. The next is guest trust those big platforms. They carry trust, their verified reviews, secure payments, guest protections. A standalone website to a guest who doesn't know you, it can feel risky. A credit chargeback, poor payment security, unknown protections. Even repeat guests sometimes rebook on Airbnb out of convenience or habit. So operational and technical risk. With direct bookings, you handle payments, chargebacks, guest vetting, security deposits, damage protection. Listen, that feels overwhelming and risky for many hosts. So yeah, there are some services that offer tools for guest screening, payment processing, damage protection, but they come with fees, extra setup, and sometimes limitations. There's too much friction for many to bother. The fourth is lack of scale or repeat guests. So direct bookings thrives on volume or a loyal customer base. Big managers or boutique rentals may get 20 to 30% direct bookings, some rare cases 60 to 65%, but a solo host with one property, that's limited volume. Unless you actually collect guest emails, encourage more stays, you won't hit true direct booking rates. So the fifth is that mindset convenience beats ownership. If Airbnb handles everything, calendars, cleaning, ads, payments, why reinvent the wheel? Most hosts just don't want to fill dates. They don't care whether it's OTA or direct. Only if they get burnt through account suspensions, sudden policy changes, or they consider building their own channel. That's why the book direct movement exists, but it grows slowly. Yet there are some exceptions. Some hosts treat their rentals like a brand. One owner I know, they're a couple, they built a strong presence on social media. So they've got the Instagram going, TikTok, they shared local tips, storytelling, their travel vibes. And in 2024, they hit that 65% booking mark. Their secret was consistency, guest experience, and they built that personal brand. Most hosts won't actually get there without real effort. So if you want to start capturing even 20% direct bookings, it is doable. It starts with simple steps. You start collecting your guest emails, offer returning guest discounts. You list on Google Vacation Rentals, local guides, social media. That's the first layer. But if you're serious about controlling your revenue, not just filling nights, you need a system. You need a website that can handle bookings, take payments. You need a system and a PMS that does guest vetting, maybe even insurance or deposit handling. Boostly is that system. We build it, we show you how to run it, and you get the profit. No OTA fees, no risk that you don't manage. If retaining 15 to 20% extra per booking matters, then click on the link below to work with Boostly. We can build out your direct booking system so you own the business, not just run the space. Direct bookings aren't magic, they're a strategy. And with the right tools, your best hedge against platform dependence. And again, if you would like to get started and if you want to grab one of our free books, click on the link below. And again, YouTube has recommended that you watch this next because it's going to teach you more about building a direct booking system.